If you're not watching Korean boys love drama, then you're missing out. They are addictive and amazing, and you'll thank yourself for adding them to your pop culture diet. Known for their interesting storylines and intense plot twists, Korean dramas can go from super sappy to incredibly heartbreaking to WTF, what was that, in a heartbeat. That variety is exactly what keeps viewers coming back for more. Here we've listed the best ever shows to usher you into the wonderful world of Korean boys love. 1. To My Star 2. After his career took a steady turn for the worse, one of South Korea's brightest stars, Kang Seo-joon, was afraid he might never be happy again. But after a chance meeting brings the talented chef Han Ji-woo into his life, Seo-joon was certain his luck was about to change. Despite their differences in personality, the chef and the celebrity found themselves unable to resist the other's charms. Head over heels for each other, Seo-joon and Ji-woo believe they had finally found their happily ever after. But their happiness turns out to be short-lived when one of them disappears, leaving nothing but a note behind. Lost without the other, will these two star-crossed lovers find a way back to each other, or has their fairy tale romance truly come to an end? 2. Semantic Error. Computer science major Chu Sang-woo is the epitome of an inflexible and strict rule-abiding person. While working on a liberal arts group project with freeloaders who don't put in any effort, Sang-woo reasonably decides to remove their names from the final presentation. But he didn't imagine how involved he would become with the person whose study abroad plans were messed up because of that project. The involved person, the campus star who everyone knows, Department of Design's Jang Jae-young. He has everything from skills, looks, family background and good relationships except for one big problem, Chu Sang-woo. What happens when an engineer and an artist whose personalities are like oil and water have to work together? Jang Jae-young is like a semantic error in the perfect world of Chu Sang-woo. Will Sang-woo be able to debug this? 3. Blooming. Siwon Cha is popular among people wherever he goes. In his childhood, Siwon was teased by his younger sister that he's ugly. Since then, Siwon put a great deal of effort to become handsome, and he has succeeded. Being in college now, Siwon did not doubt that he will be the most beloved person on the campus. However, there is a guy called Dawon Hyung, who has a perfect look, gets straight A's, comes from a rich family, and even has a great personality. 4. Mr. Hart. Jin-won is a promising university athlete who used to win marathon races in high school, but he has fallen into a performance slump recently. His coach introduces him to Sang-ha, an enthusiastic freshman who takes on the role of Jin-won's pacemaker. A pacemaker's job is to help the runner maintain a steady pace at the start of competitions. Although Jin-won is prideful and doesn't see the value in a pacemaker, Sang-ha proves his worth and joins the training routine. Secretly, Sang-ha has harbored a lengthy crush on Jin-won since their days in high school. However, he hadn't confessed his feelings and his small thoughtful gestures were never given credit. Now, imagine Sang-ha's shock when he woke up one morning in his dorm room with a half-naked Jin-won wrapped around him in bed. It had been a complete accident, caused by Jin-won simply walking into the wrong room during the night. While this incident left Jin-won embarrassed and flustered, it encouraged Sang-ha to work up the courage and finally confess his feelings. This confession comes as a total shock to Jin-won, who doesn't quite know how to navigate the tricky relationship dynamic with his training mate. 5. To My Star 1. It tells the bittersweet love story between actor Kang Seo-joon, who wants to escape from his daily life, and chef Han Ji-woo, who wants to live a peaceful life. The talented actor Kang Seo-joon has never seen a decline since his debut. He shines like a star in the sky, but due to an incident, he enters Han Ji-woo's world and experiences subtle emotional changes. The warm chef Han Ji-woo has been silently advancing towards his goal tenaciously, but he falls into chaos due to Kang Seo-joon's intrusion. 6. Ocean Likes Me. Ocean Likes Me is a healing food romance between Han Bada, a young entrepreneur who dreams of starting an udon restaurant with a beach in the background but finds serving customers difficult. Bada then meets Tommy, a failed musician who returns to his hometown after wandering and has a new dream. Together, both of them step towards their dreams. 7. Roommates of Pongduk 304. Ji Ho-jun, 29, a happy-go-lucky third-generation Chable of Gemmen Group, receives an ultimatum from his father to 1. Leave the house penniless and survive for 2 years, and 2. Achieve results as a team leader in the new business team of the Gemmen Group. Ho Jun was kicked out and moved to Villa, which he came to in a Ferrari. When he arrives, Seo Jae-yoon, the owner of the villa, ignores and treats him as a swampy man who drives a luxury car penniless. However, it turns out they work in the same company when they meet as a team leader and subordinate. What will happen between them? 8. Cherry blossoms after winter. The death of his parents forces a 7-year-old boy named Seo Haebom to move in with an adoptive family who have a young son of the same age named Jo Tae-sung. Haebom is in awe of Tae-sung. He considers the boy to be everything that he is not: tall, handsome, popular, caring, and worthy of love and attention. The diminutive Haebom thinks himself inferior and is humbled by the kindness of the family that took him in. Things become slightly different for the duo after Haebom and Tae-sung end up in the same high school class. All of a sudden, they are spending more time than ever together at home and at school. An unexpected romantic spark ignites between the two, but what will Cupid have to say about all this? 10. Light on Me. Taekyung, the lonely involuntary outsider of Sabet Boys High School, thought, "Will I be okay like this?" He comforted himself saying it was okay, but he is envious of his friends and feels lonely. One teacher got to know about his thoughts and suggested to him to enter the school student council. All the students of the council agreed that he enters the council except for Shin-woo. On the other hand, the friendly student council president Don takes extra care of Taekyung, whom he finds cute. How will the project of Taekyung, the one who entered the peaceful Sabet Boys High Student School Council, to make friends will go? 11. Where Your Eyes Linger. Han Tae-jo is an 18-year-old high school student and is the sole heir of the TB Group, a family-run business conglomerate. His strict parents keep him under surveillance 24 hours a day, and he feels both bored and oppressed by their reluctance to let him enjoy a little freedom. His closest friend is also his unofficial bodyguard, another 18-year-old male student named Kang-guk. Kang-guk is something of a tough guy, with a powerful physique and a no-nonsense attitude. But as the two young men grow older, they come to wonder if there is perhaps another dimension to their friendship. When an outgoing female student named Jaime is transferred to their high school, she inadvertently drives up the romantic tension between the two childhood friends by going on a date with Kang-guk, irking Han Tae-ju, and stirring up long-suppressed emotions. Will they act on their desires, or will Han Tae-ju and Kang-guk's friendship remain platonic? 12. Peach of Time. Yuno, played by Choi Jae-hyun, is a charming young boy with a somewhat dark and brooding personality who is finding his way in life as he deals with passing his exams and his distant relationship with his mother, who he feels hates him. The only light in his life seems to be Peach, played by Karnkrit Sanafin, a Thai boy with a bright and cheerful personality who has been friends with Yuno for a while now. Peach one day decides to take a trip to South Korea in order to surprise Yuno, but when he reaches there he is struck with the news of Yuno's death. Confusion sets in as he can clearly see Yuno, who seemed to be alive and well, but he soon realizes that he can see the ghost who resides in the resort owned by Yuno's parents. Death cannot fully separate these two. They both realize their deep affection for each other as Peach decides to help Yuno reconcile with his mother, who, despite her cold and less than affectionate exterior, is deeply saddened by the death of her son and seeking answers and resolution. 13. Long Time No See. The renowned hitman, Flying Dagger, bumps into Wild Dog, who happens to be a hired assassin for the mobster, Black Leopard. While both of them try to be incognito, they cannot help falling in love with each other. However, Wild Dog has a secret that he couldn't confide to Flying Dagger. After all, Flying Dagger and Wild Dog reveal their secret identities to each other during the fight led by their bosses. They run into danger as gangsters brand them as traitors. Will they be able to overcome obstacles and keep their love?